Part 1 was mindset, part 2 was execution. This one is about who you think you are. And I need to warn you, this is the one that hurts most. Because you can fix your mindset, you can fix your execution, but if your identity is built on a lie, you'll keep finding ways to sabotage yourself, even when you are doing everything right. These are the 3 things I had to unlearn about who I was as a trader, not what I did, who I was. First is unlearn the trader identity. I used to love telling people I was a trader, not because I was making money, because it sounded like freedom. I trade for a living. I don't have a boss. I work from anywhere. I built an entire identity around it. The charts on the laptop, the coffee shop, the lifestyle. I wasn't just trading, I was becoming something. And that's the exact problem. When trading becomes who you are, losing a trade doesn't just cost you money, it costs you your sense of self. Every red day felt like I was failing at being me, not just failing at a skill, failing at an identity I had already committed to. So I would hide the losses. I would trade on days I shouldn't. I would size up to more to prove to myself that I was still who I said I was. The identity became a prison. So what I replaced it with was I stopped being a trader. I started being someone who trades. That sounds identical. It's totally not. I am a trader means my worth is tied to my P&L. I trade means it's something I do, not something I am. And that's a difference. When you separate the activity from the identity, a losing day is just a losing day. It doesn't mean you are a loser. It doesn't mean you are failing at life. It means the market did what the market does every single day. And tomorrow, you try again. The people who actually survive this game long term are not the ones who worship the identity. They are the ones who treat it like a craft. Something you practice, something you get better at over time. Something that does not define you as you. Now, let's move into the second part of it, which is to unlearn what trading owes you. This one is about entitlement, and it is embarrassing to admit. I came into trading believing that because I was smart, because I worked hard, because I had already built things in my life, trading owed me the same success. I had done the work. I had studied the charts. I had paid for courses. I had put in the hours. So where was my reward? And when the reward didn't come, I got angry. Really angry at the market, at the algorithms, at the manipulation, at everyone and everything except the one person that is responsible, me. Here's what nobody wants to hear. Trading owes you nothing. Not because the system is rigged, not because it is unfair, but because it's not a person. It's not a boss you can negotiate with. It's not a deal you can actually enforce. The market doesn't know you exist. It doesn't care about your effort. It doesn't care about your story. It doesn't care that you quit your job or that your family is counting on you or that this is your last shot. The market just moves every single day as it is. And the sooner you accept this fact that it owes you absolutely nothing, the sooner you stop making decisions from a place of resentment. Now, what I replaced it with was I stopped expecting trading to reward my effort. I started expecting it to reward my discipline instead. Effort is what you do when you want something. You give, you get back something in return. Discipline is what you do when you don't feel like it, which is like a system. Effort is emotional. Discipline is mechanical, routine. And the market only responds to one of those. Here comes the last part, is to unlearn the story you tell yourself. Everyone who comes into trading has a story. I'm going to escape my 9 to 5. I'm going to prove everyone wrong. I'm going to finally be free. I had one of those too. And the story was beautiful. It gave me something to fight for. It made the late nights feel meaningful. It made the losses feel like part of a hero's journey. But you know what? That story was also a trap. Because when the reality didn't match the story, I couldn't see the reality. I could only see the gap between where I was and where the story said I should be. And the gap itself made me desperate. I would take trades that weren't there because the story demanded progress. 1% every day makes you better. I will also hold losers because the story demanded a real comeback. I will ignore the data because the story was the more compelling one than the truth. Well, the story you tell yourself about why you are here is the most dangerous thing in your trading, because it makes you do things that no amount of risk management can actually stop. Now, here's the crucial part. These are the things I replace it with. I stopped trading towards a future I had imagined. I started trading in the present I was actually in. No story, no hero arc, no redemption narrative. Just this session, this setup, this decision. The future doesn't need you to save it. It needs you to not blow up your account today. That's it. And when you strip away the story, what's left is simply amazingly simple. You, the chart, the rules, everything else is noise, everything else is distraction, everything else is the thing that will eventually break you. To wrap this up, those are the 3 identity unlearnings. Unlearn the trader identity, unlearn the market owes you, unlearn the story you tell yourself. Now you have mindset, execution, identity. That's actually what it took. That's what I'm still doing. I'm not a guru. I'm not a mentor. I'm just someone that has spent 40,000 hours learning all the wrong things and finding all the solutions to correcting it. And today, I'm sharing it with you so that you don't have to go through the same. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Peace.